So to start a new data table, you're going to go to File, bring it down to New, and hit New Data Table. So column 1 is your IV, your independent variable. This is what you are changing. So now when you go down to modeling type, it's going to say continuous. You want to change that to nominal. Now your column 2 is going to be your DV, your dependent variable. This is what you are measuring. This modeling type is continuous, and you're not going to change that. So say for your IV, you're doing concentrations of an extract. We'll say the first concentration is 0%. So we're going to put in just a 0, not a percent. If you put in the percent sign, then you can see over here the format, it says best. If you put the percent sign, it'll go down to percent, and it might mess up your values. So make sure if you're doing a percentage that you keep this on best. So let's say you have 10 subjects. So for 0, we're going to hit it, we're going to go fill to row, and we're going to fill to row 10. So these are your 10 subjects. So the thing that you're measuring, we'll put in some measurements. So we'll say that's number of living algae cells. So now you're going to put in your second measurement. So your second, we'll say it's 25% of the extract. So now you're going to double click and fill to row 20 because that's another 10. So now we'll put in those measurements. So we'll say your next measurement is 50%. So we're going to double click 50, fill to row, and then type in 30 to fill in the next 10 slots. So now we'll fill in those measurements. So now that you have all your measurements in, you want to look over here. The IV should be nominal. This little symbol means nominal. And the DV should be continuous. This blue triangle means continuous. So now you're going to come over here by Analyze, and you're going to click it. And you're going to hit Fit Y by X. Now once you do that, these are your two columns. You're going to take your IV and bring it down to the X, the factor. And your DV is going to go on top for your Y. Now over here, the little word one way popped up. If it says anything else, then it's incorrect. So if these were switched, it does not say one way. So you want to make sure it says one way or your graph will not be correct. So now that it says one way, you're going to click OK. Now over here, there's a little drop-down menu right next to your title. You're going to click it and hit Means ANOVA. Now you have your means. Now if you'd like to make your ANOVAs bigger so you can see them, you're going to double click and go down to Size Scale. And then you're going to hit Frame Size. And you can put in the frame size that you'd like. And now you can either Command S to save it, or you can take a screenshot of it so you have it saved. Now if you X out of this, your data table is still here. You are also able to save this. If you save your data table, if you exit out, you can click on it, it'll still have the data. It will not have your means in ANOVA though. You're going to have to redo that. So make sure you save your graphs, and that's how you do in ANOVA.